Hello and happy Keep Fit Friday. Let me just adjust my tripod. Oh, matron. Don't forget, drop me a like in down below. I would appreciate that before we kick off. If you enjoy watching these videos, it helps me greatly. So just chuck us in a like, or something's going crazy over here. Chuck me in a like or a comment down below. That's fantastic. It helps me out amazingly. So, oh my days, what's going on here? So, right, hang on a tick. There we go. Let's just sort this out because something crazy is going on in the background. So, Friday, Keep Fit Friday is always Keep Fit Friday. We like a bit of Keep Fit Friday. So, what we're going to talk about on Keep Fit Friday is we've been taking on quite a few people recently to our women-only bootcamp, which is fantastic because obviously we're trying to help people, particularly after the year that was in 2020 and lockdown and people falling into bad routines and whatnot else. And what's tended to happen is that what lockdown did, the original lockdown, has kind of emphasised and amplified sort of bad habits that were maybe a little bit under the surface. So things like sedentary behaviour, eating too much, boredom eating, drinking because you haven't really got to get up that early, and all these sort of things which are normal, if I'm honest. I mean, people beat themselves up a lot, but actually we default back to behaviours. I mean, one of my little things when I throw my toys out the pram is always, why can't I just eat like a normal person? But then I realised that 60 to 70% of people are overweight, so that's probably why I don't. But I get that sort of urge to do it because it's hard sort of keeping a track of your calories, and it's hard not just making poor choices, and it's hard not to just ease the pain with food or alcohol or whatever else. These things are difficult to do, and I know that because I've done them. And one thing I always find amusing is when people don't know my story, so they assume that this was all easy for me, and then when I've actually done worse things in terms of substances than most people have over the years, especially in my 20s. So it's tough, it's difficult, and that's the first thing to remember. It's very, very hard, and I think this week we've noticed whenever there's any sort of mental health thing going on, I think it was Suicide Prevention Day this week, a lot of people take to social media, which is ironic really, because it's the last place you want people to be if they've got any mental health problems with all the stuff, it's okay not to be okay, and make sure that you talk and all this sort of good stuff, which is great. Now, I've been around mental health problems. I've suffered from them myself when I changed back in 2005. It wasn't fashionable back then, so didn't really have the outlets we got now, which is a good thing. I've seen it in my family, quite bad as well, quite serious mental health problems in my immediate family as well, which I won't go into detail out of respect, but yeah, so it's quite bad. And then I've been around it, of course, working with people as well. So I think one thing that I've noticed is there are levels to that, and there are sort of two distinct areas we need to look at. So the first one is, if you have serious issues, then you need to get the help that's available, okay? Because no fitness professional or online guru knobhead is really going to help. You need to go and get the right help, particularly if you're at risk of harming yourself or anything like that. So, or you're really low and in the hole, you need to get help. The second level is just the swing between the daily lows that we go through as human beings and the sort of that conflicting thing about, well, am I depressed? Am I anxious? And do I need to sort of label or define this to make it worse? And that's kind of what I want to talk about today, because I was talking to a girl this morning who came to boot camp this morning. She's on her first week, and she said she feels better already. I mean, she's done 3 days. But it was almost like, oh, I feel better already, like a bit of shock. Whereas actually, it shouldn't be, because literally all this person has done is broke the cycle. Yeah, they've just broken the cycle. They've done something different. They have changed their approach. They've done something new and different and exciting that's made them, took them out of the spiral they were in and broke the cycle. And often that's all it takes. And I've said this before, and I keep saying it, and people say to me, John, you keep saying the same stuff. Well, that's because it's the same principles over and over and over again. You need to break the cycle. If you're having any sort of, if you're spiraling, you need to break that cycle. Go out for a 10-minute walk. Switch your phone off for 20 minutes. Seriously. If you don't need it for work or anything, switch your phone off for 20 minutes. Don't go on Facebook for an hour after you've watched this video. Do 20 squats. Do you know what I mean? Phone a loved one. There's all these things. There's all these things we can do in the background to break the cycle. And it doesn't have to be anything major. Don't drink alcohol for one day. Just break the cycle. Break that cycle and you'll be amazed what that can do. So when somebody says to me, I feel better after a couple of days, I'm not surprised. I really am not surprised, because it can be that quick if you just realise that you're making a positive step in the right direction, and don't compare yourself to other people. So that's it really. And so that's the kind of things that we do in our program. We get results with people, but we do it in a way that they feel that they feel comfortable and confident that they can carry on, and that's a real big confidence boost. And boosting your confidence is the number one way to alleviate any sort of low-level mental health problems. So if you want any help breaking the cycle, if you're a woman obviously aged over 30, we'd be delighted to help you in our Group Only Fitness program. Like I keep saying, I'll put my 28-day program up against anything, including personal trainers, in terms of the results that we get. So if you want results from us and you want to know more, all you need to do is comment underneath this video with 28 days. I'll send you all the details across. If you're not interested or it's not you, that's fine. Just drop me a like in down below. Drop me any comments in down below, any thoughts you have. A share would be fantastic, or tag anybody in that you feel this video might benefit. Let's rock and roll. Happy Keep Fit Friday.